Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another collection video. It's been a little while since I've talked about the collection. I think the last video that I did like this was the Disney Parks video. And if you've been watching these, you may have noticed at the very top of this shelf, there are a lot of plush that I've never talked about yet. And well, that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Now I have plush of various different properties, but by far, at least right now, the most that I have of are video game related, specifically Nintendo, which if you know me, go figure. But without further ado, I'm going to take all of these plush down off of the shelf, and we're going to take a look at each and every one of them that I've been collecting over the years. So first up is Mario and Luigi, and I've actually had these for quite a long time. I received these as a Christmas gift from my grandmother, I think when I was 11. So these are probably a decade old, and you can still find at least plush similar to these around. Of course, they're Mario and Luigi. You'll be able to find them, and you'll find them in different sizes as well, which, speaking of, we got the jumbo Mario and Luigi as well. Now these are a few years old. I think they're probably 5 years old now, I want to say. I got these from my uncle as a birthday gift. These are some of my favorite plushes because they just immediately catch your eyes and you want to go look at that shelf because you see the giant Mario and Luigi on the top. And, you know, of the two, I love Mario, of course, but I think that Luigi has always been my favorite character. And I just love the bright colors of the two. They're just really great looking plush.
Whoa!
Ah, Mario! But yeah, we're not done with the Mario ones yet. There's a few more I want to show you. We've got Fire Mario. Can't forget about Fire Mario over here. This guy's very similar to this one, although looking at the two, he's a little bit different, and he's actually a little bit bigger than this one. This was actually found at a thrift store, and you never know what you'll find at a thrift store. But let's go back in time to Mario's childhood with Baby Mario. And this was a Christmas gift from a few years back. And I still, see, here's what I've been doing now. I've been keeping the tags on these plush. From a certain point onward, I decided to do that because, you know, for the longest time, I always just cut that off because I didn't like how it looked and I just wanted to have the plush itself. But now, I think more from a collector's standpoint, I really like having the tags on there. And I also do like how they look because it kind of makes me feel like I've got my own little toy store in a sense. Usually they have cool pieces of character art or something neat on it, so I've been keeping the tags on these guys. And look at his little blue shoes. I don't have Baby Luigi yet, but I do have Baby Mario here. If you're not familiar with the world of Mario, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are almost separate characters from Mario and Luigi. They actually can exist in the same time frame. It's weird and confusing, I know, but just play Mario and Luigi partners in time and it'll all make sense. And of course, we've got to have Yoshi, which this was a Christmas gift from my sister. And Yoshi's another very common one. You can find him in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I think the only thing that's a little bit odd about this plush is the shell. I don't know what's going on with this trim around the shell. But aside from that little thing, he's such a cute little plush. And they have them in all kinds of colors too, like a nice baby blue or yellow or pink. I've seen them all around. You've got to have Yoshi as well. He's a must-have for a Mario collection. Now this is a pretty cool plush. I've not seen a whole lot of these around. This is Bowser. Now this was a friend of mine who was going ahead and selling it, and I went ahead and bought it from them because I thought it looked cool, and I thought it would be perfect for the rest of the Mario plush. And in fact, looking at the first Mario and Luigi that they showed, they're pretty much the perfect pair. Like the size of this Mario and this Bowser, it's pretty perfect. I'm sure Bowser's a bit of a challenge to make as a plush because of all of the spikes on the shell and his hair and everything. But they did a really good job of turning him into a plush. Now those are all of the Mario related plush that I have, but now we're going to move on to a character, as you can see behind me here, that's a little rougher around the edges, a cult classic, Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. I have two very special plush of this character, and I'm very fortunate to have these because they do not make a lot of merchandise for this character, unfortunately. The first one, which you can still get today, and if you're a Conker fan, you've got to get this plush while they still make this. This is from Fangamer, and this is Conker. This is exactly how he appears in Bad Fur Day. He's got his little jacket, which I think you can actually remove. And he has a little crown, which I think I have in here somewhere. He also comes with this little crown that's actually got little magnets in it. So you can put the crown on the top of his head like that. And probably one of the best things about this plush is that he can talk.
I'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Now that's what I call a bad fur day.
And he says all kinds of lines, classic lines from the game. And he's just a really cool plush. I still got the tags on there. He's got that nice Conker's Bad Fur Day logo there. He was the plush that I always wanted when I started getting interested in the game as a teenager. And he's actually one of my favorite characters as well. So having a plush of him like this is really cool. But I've got one that's even cooler than that. It goes back even further in Conker's history. This is the most valuable plush that I have. I'm very fortunate to have this. This is Conker as he appears in Live and Reloaded, which was a game that was released for the Xbox in the early 2000s. And they sold these plush at the time. There's a couple different versions of it. Some of them have the blue jacket, some of them look like this, some of them talk, some of them don't. This one is one of the non-talking ones. But they sold these and gave these away back at the time. I don't think they sold a whole lot of them. So these are not easy to come by these days. And you could actually take the hat off. I don't think you were originally supposed to do that. I think that the seams came off there, but I actually love that little feature of being able to take the hat off. He's got some nice articulation in like the tail. There's like a wire in there. So it's like a really nice quality plush. Here's the two together. Some of the only Conker stuffed animals that have been made. Some of my favorite pieces in my collection just because of how difficult they can be to find. Although this one you can still get. You can still get this one today. But I'm already seeing people selling this for more online. So get one while you still can. Alright, now I know I said that was the last of the Mario plush, but there was one that I actually found when I went looking for Conker's crown that I completely forgot about, that I had in storage just because I didn't really know where to put it. It's this Koopa Shell, which is really a fun one because it's kind of like having a prop because it is like a life-size Koopa Shell. I think I got this for my first Luigi costume as a prop to have with me when I went trick-or-treating. If it still works. It does. I should bring this back out and put it somewhere. I just don't know exactly where to put it. I'll find a spot for it. I'll find something. That is all of the Mario plush, and there's one other plush from another Nintendo franchise that, unfortunately, this is the only plush right now that I have from Pokemon, and it's Pikachu. And I just, of course, wanted to have a Pikachu somewhere. Up next, we've got two plush from the Animal Crossing series. The first one here. This is Rover, who appears usually in the beginning of the Animal Crossing games. And I got him at, I think it was probably Target. And looking at the tag, this was for Animal Crossing New Leaf. And he was always one of my favorite Animal Crossing characters just because you only see him for a little bit of time in the beginning. And I remember I think it was in City Folk, you could call him on the phone and change settings. So he was just kind of like this kind of elusive character. When I was little, I don't think these were as common. You couldn't just go to, I don't remember being able to go to like Toys R Us or Walmart and find Animal Crossing plush. That was still kind of a Nintendo fan niche-y sort of thing, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but at least to me, I never was able to find that stuff. But now, these plush have become a lot more prevalent, so now I'm able to actually get these really specific characters. And another character that I think is my favorite Animal Crossing character is KK Slider. And I just love this plush because to me, that image of KK Slider sitting on the bench with his guitar with a little spotlight on him is such a distinct, like, original Animal Crossing image in my mind. And just all the creative little tunes that have been written, and of course the connection with Kazumi Totaka, who not only has the famous Totaka song Easter egg, which I love, but he's also one of my favorite video game composers. So there's like just several reasons why I love this plush, because to me it represents and references a lot of different things kind of in one package. And last but not least, just in time for Halloween, we've got some Five Nights at Freddy's plush. Now, this is of course Foxy, who I keep talking about my favorite characters, but I think that Foxy is maybe my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character. Maybe, I mean, there's a lot of different ones to pick from. This is the same plush that you see in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I think it is, where you look through the closet door and occasionally this little Foxy is there. Obviously, if any of you watching are Five Nights at Freddy's fans, you know about these. I think these are Funko brand. They've got all kinds of different ones based on all of the different characters and alterations of those characters. And they've got all kinds of different sizes as well, from little ones to like medium ones like this, and then giant ones. So you can find these all over the place. And before I got this though, I got these little knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's plush that I think I just got them on Amazon. I don't know what company they are, but they're definitely not like official. Bonnie's kind of funny because he's got kind of these wonky eyes. And Chica even comes with her cupcake, which if you look behind, you can see it's got the eyes as well. But you can, I mean, looking at them, especially if you look at them up close, the quality difference in materials is pretty obvious. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our plush tour, at least of the video game plush that I have. Now, if you want to see a few of the Disney related plush that I have, I don't have a whole lot of them, but there are a couple. Let me know and I'll gladly do a little video on those as well. But let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite game or game series? Because I'm sure that there are several things that are not in my collection that you're probably thinking, you've got to have this or that. So let me know, I'm curious. But as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video.